Edmonton December market stats. Hello friends, Leanna Martens here, your best Edmonton real estate agent. I'm going to give you the latest information for Edmonton and surrounding areas. That includes Stony Plain, Spruce Grove, Sherwood Park, St. Albert, and Leduc, my friends. In addition, I am going to show you the Edmonton Sold Map. So you're actually going to get to know prices if you stick around all the way to the end. All right, let's get in and we will start with the Edmonton local stats. All right, so here is Edmonton's local stats, and what you've got is the different segments of the market. So the all residential average price here is $409, but I'm gonna break these down into each segment depending on what kind of inventory or real estate that you are interested in either buying or selling. So if it's single family, the average price right now is $521. That's up 12% year over year. So the overall average has really been hovering between about, I'm going to say 7 to 10% all year consistently in terms of prices increasing. So that means increased equity for you, friends, if you are a homeowner. If you're a buyer, prices are going up, so you better get in sooner than later. And this is residential attached. So duplexes, $417. Now we have row homes. So row homes are coming in at $280. And honestly, in my experience, good luck finding a row home at $280, but not in new home construction. You could find older resale inventory at that. And then we finally have our condos, and they're coming in 16% up year over year, friends. That's for the first time in a decade that the condo market in Edmonton has been strong, and it has been all year. And they're at 194. So the average days on market to sell. So if you have or might be interested in selling, you're basically looking at if it's anywhere from 32 to 42, depending on what type of home that you have. If you do it with me, we'll get you an offer in 4 days and sold in 30 above list. But if you are looking to buy, it's a little bit different, right? So there's still lots of competing offers out there, friends. So if you've got a desirable property, you're going to be in a good position. And also if you are a buyer and you are looking in the most competitive price points are really the first time home buyer price point. So it's going to be anywhere from $350 to $450, tends to be extremely competitive still. So let's have a look at the Edmonton Sold Map, and we're going to have a look at the new home construction next. So here we have it. This is the Edmonton and area sold map. So you can see what solds occurred in Edmonton, St. Albert, Sherwood Park, Beaumont, Leduc, Spruce Grove, Stony Plain. So Edmonton and surrounding area. So we have a total sold volume of 179. So that's pretty strong. And I'm just going to zoom in a little bit so you can get it better. Yeah, so we just kind of cropped out Leduc, but there you go. So you can see 11 in Spruce Grove, only 1 in Stony Plain. That's a smaller market. 10 in St. Albert, 13 in Sherwood Park. I was looking with client, couldn't find anything there. 5 in Leduc, 6 in Beaumont. So that's, those are pretty good numbers. So now let's have a look at what the actual sold prices of these are and the averages, and make sure you stick around because I'm going to let you know how much you can actually expect to pay on average off the list price. Is it at, below? How much negotiation? Is it above? All right, so here is the overall sold prices. So we're going to start with Edmonton. So out of that 179, which is pretty high volume, especially at this time of the year, we've got 117 of those sold in Edmonton, which is typically the lion's share. It looks like there's a little more room for negotiation. 97% is the average that a builder received of their list price. Now, I want to remind you, again, it goes all over. It goes as low as 93, which is crazy. There's always a story with those ones. And above list, right, to 102, 103. So 105% here, but that just gives you averages just so you can kind of get an idea. And then when you work with your real estate agent, they're going to be able to let you know that particular builder, that particular home, that particular location, and its desirability and how much room you can hopefully expect. Now, let's move into Leduc. So Leduc, you got 11 solds, and they got 98% of their list price. And the average price there was $595. And sorry, the average price in Edmonton was $609. It's almost $610,000. So that's higher than normal, but that looks like they're both on par, pretty close. Let's move into Spruce Grove, and Spruce Grove had 14, and that's 97%. So the average builder got about 97%, and their price was $489. So basically around $490. That's kind of where I'd expect it to be. And then St. Albert. St. Albert comes in higher sometimes, and it does here this time. So they sold a $1.3 million home. So that's really brought the average up. So the average at $749, and the average price that a builder got was 99% of their list. And then we have Strathcona, which is Sherwood Park, and here it's saying 16, and the average is 97% that those builders got. You can see many times tends to be patterns and consistencies, even with the surrounding communities. And the average price there was $528. So let's choose one of these and have a look at the interior and the actual sold price and see what you think, if it's worth that value. All right, so welcome to Maple Crest, friends. This one was listed at $938.9 and it sold for $900,000. So Maple Crest is a unique area. I'm going to show you where. So it's kind of like a really weird, undeveloped. I'm not a big fan of the location. It's new and it's just really far out, and there really isn't anything around it at this point. So there's no amenities, there's not much stuff. But the house is uniquely built, which is why I wanted to include it. So there's a location of Maple Crest. All right, so this is in Maple Crest. So this is a newer area that is southeast, and it's just outside of the Henday. So let me show you quickly so you have an idea. So I'm not a huge fan of the location, but I think that the house is unique, so it's worthwhile having a look at. So you can see that it's just east of the city through here, right? There really isn't a lot that's been developed out there yet. So this sold for $900,000. It was listed for $938.9, and there's a couple really unique features. One, it backs onto a ravine. Two, it's got a 2-bedroom legal suite, and it is a triple-car garage, and it is just under 2,900 square feet, and it has a main floor bedroom with a full bath. And it is 4 bedrooms up, that main floor bed, and then you also have your 2 bedrooms down. So it's basically 7 bedrooms total. So it really is, I think for the value, it's a great value, and there's lots of high quality interior finish. So let's get in there and have a look and see what you think. So you can see that it backs on the ravine right there. It's got 2 balconies right there. This is just off the kitchen right there, and I think this is off of, I think it's the master. And then that's the doorway for the access point to the legal suite. So there's your boot room, main bath, and then this is the main floor bedroom or office, flex room, whatever you want. And then it does have its full bathroom there. So for a big family, this is fantastic. It does have a spice kitchen as well. So this is like a butler's pantry. And then it's got 2-tone cabinetry throughout. So that's a really nice feature too. Like for $900,000 to get this is a $2 million home in any of the nicer, mature neighborhoods in Edmonton. And I also really love that they just added this step up into the main living area where the open to below is, with all of those windows. It just elevates it, it separates it. It's such a simple design feature that really can make the space feel just more dynamic, interesting, and I think just elevate the design itself. And then they've got wainscoting as well. Then you go off of, so the kitchen's a little bit smaller off to the side, then you go off into, it's the open to below, and they have additional windows on the sides, which I like, but then they go off into the balcony right there. So for barbecues, like really functional. And then you had that spice kitchen that's off to the side. So I think that's why this kitchen's a bit smaller. It's the way they've designed it to add that spice kitchen, but tons of natural light. So remember, there's 4 bedrooms up. We are already there. And then we've got our bonus room, which is gigantic and just endless natural light. And that's the master. So this is going to date itself for sure within a relatively short period of time. That's going to have to be redone, but you could just paint it white. And then you've got your ensuite for the master. 2 sinks, soaker tub, stand-up shower, nice, beautiful tile. And then we just have these additional bedrooms. And then you've got your baths, and this is where your laundry is. Now, I want to take y'all down into the legal suite. So this is a 2-bedroom legal suite. So you're going to be able to rent this for roughly $1,400, possibly more. You might get $1,500 for a brand new suite, and based on the square footage here and the brand new home. So there you have it. What do you think about the value? I think the value is great. I'm not a huge fan of the location. So thanks for sticking around to the end. If you might be considering a move in Edmonton or a move to Edmonton, reach out to me and my people for a discovery call below. And if you have any other questions, comments, whatever, make sure you put them in the comments and I'm going to respond. Thank you for watching. Love and appreciate your time, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, friends.